you so much for welcoming me here in Impact Nation. No, unang-una gusto ko magpasalamat, and I want to thank you, MJ, for welcoming me here as the training director of Impact Nation, and of course for the 2,000 people who are actually members of Impact Nation. Thank you so much for welcoming me here. I know this group is all for online coaches. I know maybe the reason why you're here is because you want to develop yourself, you want to grow yourself, or maybe because you want to aspire to become a coach. Maybe for some of you, coach ka na, no? And maybe you're working already as a professional coach or an amateur coach. But maybe for some of you, nag-a-aspire ka pa lang para maging coach, no? Whatever your status is in life or whatever your status is professionally, gusto ko magpasalamat and I want to welcome you here. Again, I'm Migs. Nagkasama-sama na tayo in the Lockdown Summit last year during the pandemic. And again, magsasama-sama tayo ulit, no? To really make your dreams come true of being a coach, and not just being a coach, but being a world-class, top-of-mind, best-in-class coach. And most of all, being mission-driven as a coach. So again, in this first video, if you're not yet part, no, or kung meron kang friends na who's not yet part of Impact Nation, make sure they join this group, okay? So that we can make this community, bigger community of aspiring coaches, bigger community of wannabe coaches, and bigger community of existing coaches. Again, the purpose of coaching, para sa kaalaman ng lahat, is the purpose of coaching is to discover. Okay? The purpose of coaching is to discover. And so there's no PhD in coaching simply because once you learn the trade, once you learn the skill, once you learn the knowledge around it, then you can become effective as a coach. Once you guide people towards discovery, then you've done your work as a coach. And so for today, ang pag-uusapan natin is all about what coaching isn't and what coaching or how can you become effective in coaching. Ulitin ko, no? What coaching is, what coaching is not, and how can you become effective as a coach or in coaching. Again, I'm Migs, no? Hindi pa ako nagpapakilala. I'm a life coach. I'm a lead trainer and facilitator of I Am Plus Coaching. It is the leading transformational coaching company in the Philippines. I'm the lead facilitator for that. And at the same time, I'm also an investment and business consultant. Okay. And enough about me. Okay, I've been supporting, enough about me, tapos tumuloy pa rin, no? Labo. I've been supporting, if I'm not mistaken, more than 1,000 people already in my programs towards self-discovery, in my programs towards business discovery, and in my programs towards investment discovery. The way I do that really is through coaching. So I've built my profession, I've built a career, but more to that, I've built a business through coaching. So yan yung mga opportunity na ikaw din pwede mo ring ma-enjoy, ikaw rin pwede mong to look forward to, no? Pwede mo ring ma-aspire because of the power of coaching. Alright? So kung okay sa'yo yan, let's set that aside. Wag na natin yan ituloy. Ang pag-usapan na natin is, again, for my first video, what coaching is, what coaching isn't, and how you can be effective as a coach. Alright? So simulan natin yan. Again, katulad ng pinag-usapan natin, no? Coaching is actually the main objective and the goal of coaching, in my opinion. Ang dami kasi niyan. There's a definition by ICF. There's a definition by yung mga association of coaches, no? Napakadaming definition pagdating dito. Pero if there's one thing I'd like to share with you is that coaching primarily is oriented, no? Is aim to discover. Okay? It is a journey. It is a roadmap. It is a direction towards what? Self-discovery. Okay? Bakit? Ang pinaniniwalaan natin in coaching is that problems can actually be solved by those who struggle with it if they discover enough about themselves, knowing that they have the full solution to their own problems. Okay? Yan yung nasa isip natin at yan yung ating frame of mind. That's why the objective of coaching is really to discover. Okay? Yan yung journey mo as a coach, to make people discover about themselves. Yan yung goal mo. Yan yung aim mo as a coach, or when you coach people, to make people discover something about themselves. And so that being said, I'd like to share with you what coaching is not. Okay? Ano nga ba kung yan yung objective, yan yung goal ng coaching, what is not coaching? Number one, coaching is not teaching. Because remember, when you're teaching, you're not allowing people to discover, you are showing it to people. Okay? Hindi yan teaching, no? Hindi rin yan counseling. Okay? Because counseling is actually a psychological discipline. We are not pretending to be psychologists. We're not pretending to be psychiatrists. Therefore, it is not counseling. Okay? Coaching and counseling are two different things. Okay? It is also not mentoring. Mentoring kasi needs a subject area, no? It needs an expertise. It needs you to become great at something. Okay? Therefore, it is not coaching, is not mentoring. Kasi mentoring, again, you need to become a subject expert. You need to become an specialist, okay, for you to mentor someone. Okay? Last but not the least, no, ang coaching is actually not a consultant. Okay? Consultant is basically para lang din tong mentor, para rin tong teacher. Okay? Basically, it's Q&A. Meron silang tanong, binibigyan mo ng sagot. Nagpapa-consult sila sa'yo, parang doktor, di ba? Again, coaching is not about your opinion of their situation. Ulitin ko, coaching is not about your opinion of their situation. It is about your question in making them discover about their opinion on their situation, or of their situation rather. It is about them discovering their situation and their solution to their situation by guiding them through it. All right? So again, coaching is not teaching, is not counseling, is not mentoring, and it's also not consulting. However, you need all these four. Okay? You need all of these four to become effective in coaching. Bakit ko sinabi? Napakarami mo nang kilala. Napakarami mo nang narinig. Napakarami mo nang nakita na coach daw sila. Na ang tawag sa kanila coach. Okay? And wala namang masama dyan. Okay naman yan. It's just that a lot of people's experiences with the so-called coaches is that they did not provide a tremendous value that their coaches deserve. They did not provide a tremendous value that their coaches are worth for. Which is why if you want to become an effective coach, no? If you want to become an effective coach, what I'd like to share with you is a roadmap. Number one, you need to become, you need to become all four. Anong ibig sabihin ng you need to become all four? Number one, the very first thing that I'd like to share with you here is that you need to check into, okay, you cannot just become an effective coach, no? You cannot just become an effective coach if your life isn't working. How can you usually people are being coached about success, no, or about relationship, or about money, or about significance, whatever that is. You cannot coach people if your own life you cannot coach. You cannot coach people if your own life you cannot coach. So the very first thing here, if you want to be an effective coach, is coach yourself. Make your life work. Make it a living testimony. Make it a testament. Coach yourself. Why? You cannot become effective if you yourself you cannot coach. How can you, di ba? How can you say you're an effective coach kung sarili mong buhay hindi mo siya magawa? The very first thing here is I want you to coach yourself and make it work. And the way you make it work is by number 2 here is by finding what's your niche. Ano nga ba yung subject area mo? Is it about relationship? Is it about money? Is it about purpose? Is it about significance? Is it about strengths? All of these things, as you coach yourself, I want you to find your niche. Then that makes you, because you are actually a niche, you find your niche, that makes you a what? A consultant and mentor at the same time. Kasi nahanap mo na yung niche mo, di ba? Then it makes you a mentor, it makes you a consultant. More to that, it makes you credible, which is what is more important. No, it makes you reliable. Okay, it makes you credible. It makes you an authority to your subject area. That's why, as you coach yourself, the second part here is I want you to find your niche in your coaching to yourself so that you can find a specific subject area you're passionate about, subject area you're good at, subject area that you can actually excel in. That makes you a consultant and a mentor in a process or on the process so that you can spread the word. You can add value to as many people as you can. Because when you add value to as many people as you can, nakikilala ka, sumisikat ka, nabibuild yung brand mo, nabibuild mo yung pagkatao mo, and that makes you, okay, to spread the word in what you're good at, in what you excel in, okay? Okay? And that makes you what? A teacher in return. That makes you a teacher in return. Okay? That allows you to teach. Are we clear? Because when you now have enough, again, you coach yourself, you bring yourself awareness. More than awareness, you create result. Now, when you create result, you now start to spread the word. You create value or you give value. You provide purpose or significance. Okay? Purpose, significance. Last but not the least, okay, is by understanding human behavior. Okay? And when you understand human behavior, I'm not saying you will become a counselor, but at the very least, you will learn counseling techniques. What kind of counseling techniques? Such as listening, such as asking or probing. And when that happens, you will become nawala, no? Yung ilaw, yan. You will become an effective coach. So what am I saying here? Coaching is not mentoring, it's not counseling, it's not teaching, it's not mentoring or consulting, but you need them to become a top of mind, best in class, mission driven, and world class coach. So again, I hope this adds value to you. Comment mo naman what is your biggest aha moment, biggest learning, biggest realization. If you've got questions, comment them as well para masagot natin yan in our other content. And my commitment is to make you get so much value from this community, from this Impact Nation, by training you, by giving myself to you, by giving myself away, by adding so much value to you, so that you can pay it forward and add value to other people, to people who needs you as well. Again, this has been Migs Flores, and my desire is for you to make your dreams happen by inspiring possibilities.